Hey, this will be a video chart on GDHI. Got a few messages on this one today. Asked me if I was watching it and what my thoughts were. And until I got those messages, I was not watching it. But I can see why it became a popular chart today. Very nice volume bar. And within the world of pennies, sometimes this can mean this is just the beginning of something bigger, or this could just be a one-day wonder and it'll fizzle out the rest of this week. I'm not sure what caused this to occur, whether it be news or some sort of filing. I'm not sure, but it's worth at least putting on the watch list. If it decides to continue going up, good. I don't want to be left in the dust, but at the same time, if it fizzles out, no sweat off my back. I'll just delete it from my watch list and move on. So it's one of these that's definitely worth watching. And I had a few questions in terms of what sort of overhead resistance and so forth. So that's what I'm mainly going to go over, just some support resistances and kind of go what I think the key things are to watch from the chart. So the first thing to note, like I stated, is the volume. Always a good sign. If there's no volume in a stock, then there's really not much you can do with it. So now the key thing and the first question that needs to be asked is, will this continue? Now, does volume need to keep increasing? Ideally, yes, but as long as I would say it stays over 100 million, that's going to provide some decent liquidity, and that'll continue to set off some alarms and so forth. That will bring in some new eyes and traders and stuff like that. So ideally, like I said, yes, you'd want to see it increase, but if it can stay above 100 million, that'd be a good sign. Now, from a support standpoint, and the question, is this move legit? This is how I would answer that by using the chart. I would simply just, let me move this down here. I would simply draw a line right here and watch this support level. This level here is at 001. This was a previous resistance. It has now turned back into a support level. And if this is a genuine move, meaning if there's true strength behind this, then this level shouldn't have any problem holding strong if the price does decide to pull back here. If it does, you can see that it could hover here before moving back up, and that would put it in a nice higher low and get the chart started in a nice little upwards uptrend movement. Now, if the price pulls back here and it can't hold this level, then it's probably going to head right back down here to at least 0008, where it was before. And I would call this move just kind of a one-day wonder with no strength behind it. Because if you think about the psychology here, if this is truly a genuine move and the price were to drop back down here, and this is a true genuine move, people would be just drooling to pick up shares at 001 because this was a previous support. Then it turned into a resistance, and now it's back to being a support. So people would love to get some shares at this price. But if you see it come down here and this level can't even hold, then that's just telling you that either A, supply is just way overwhelming demand, and maybe there's dilution or something like that, or B, there's just not enough demand in the first place because there's not enough people convinced of this move anyway, so that's why it fell. So a couple different angles from a psychological standpoint that this line represents, but if you're wondering if this is a true move, use 001 as the line to answer that question for you. Now, in terms of measuring strength of momentum, this one's pretty easy here with the chart. The first is going to be this purple line, the 50-day simple moving average. Yes, the price did get above it today, but from a daily chart perspective, we care about where does the chart close at, and you can see that it closed right beneath it. So although during the day it did punch through this resistance, by the time the closing bell rolled around, the bears ended up winning out and getting the price to close right below it. But I think with another surge in volume, I don't foresee this 50-day putting up much of a fight, and it could make a pretty quick run right up here to the 200-day simple moving average, which is at 0.0015, and then from there things could really start to open up. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. One step at a time. Right now, it's kind of more of a question of is this a really genuine move, or is this just a one-day pop and the price is just going to drop right back down? But if you can get closes above the 50-day, or better yet, the 200-day, then that's going to be a chart that there's probably going to start to really draw on quite a few eyes and show that there is some true strength behind this current move right now. So the week is young. We still have 4 days to kind of judge things, but definitely off to a good start for the week. Now it's just a matter of, can this momentum maintain itself, or better yet, even grow, and that's what we can use a chart for. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free, no strings attached. So I'd encourage you to head to the website, check it out. We've been making some good money together on our alerts, so it's worth giving a try. One more time, this was GDHI. Thanks for listening.